Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade, joined by the beautiful Dita Von Teese. She has a new book out, Your Beauty Mark. We're at Bloomingdale's where they sell her incredible lingerie line. Check it out. We had a great time chatting about it. Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. So, how does a girl from rural Michigan become? I was reading Vanity Fair called you the Meryl Streep of burlesque. How does that happen? Walk me through it.
Well, I think it's just desire. I grew up watching classic Hollywood movies and dreaming of a big Hollywood makeover, and so I taught myself about retro glamour and basically just wrote my own story in a different way.
It's incredible to see the brand you've built. I'm actually
Thank you.
holding your book. This is quite a book, by the way, Your
Thank
Beauty
you.
Mark. This thing is absolutely incredible. I was looking
Thank you.
through it. 400 pages. It's
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. I
My
really
God.
put every beauty secret I have in there.
You've built this brand. First of all, I want to talk about the book because it just came out. You're everywhere talking about it. What's in the book?
Well, I do my own hair and makeup and styling, and I'm really inspired by the art of glamour, which is really about creation and fashioning your own myth in a way, And the book is filled with my inspirations and my obsessions and my wise words from other people that I admire that are changing beauty ideals, and so it's just like a big there's lots of step-by-step how-to guides on how I do my hair, my favorite hairstyles and makeup, and it's kind of a little bit autobiographical as well.
When I look at you, it's incredible to see. I mean, you're picture perfect in real life.
Thank
It's
you.
how long does it take you to become Dita Von Teese?
um, well, I mean, today I spent about an hour to go to my full 100% glam, but I don't spend that much time every day.
I love your whole old Hollywood appeal. And
Thank you.
it's so different from what we're seeing today. When you look at today's fashion, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm a big fan of certain modern fashion. I wear a lot of modern things right now. I'm not wearing anything vintage, but I really like to capture the spirit of those eras because I think it's was a very glamorous and feminine time, and so I look for modern designers that have the same kinds of inspirations that I have.
You also have a lingerie line right now. We're at
Or
Bloomingdale's, by the way.
Bloomingdale's,
And
yes.
it's self titled. Tell me all about the lingerie line and really creating it.
Well, it's been out for about 4 years now, and I'm very excited that Bloomingdale's has been a big supporter of the brand in the U.S. And really, the basis for the line is about everyday glamour. I take a lot of inspiration from vintage lingerie which is something I've collected for over 25 years, but I find ways of modernizing it and making it more functional and wearable in everyday life.
It feels like there has been such a renaissance of lingerie
Hmm.
recently. Tell me about what you see happening right now in the
Yeah.
marketplace for women.
Well, I think it's a little bit like what I just said. I think finally, we don't have to choose between our sexy lingerie and our everyday lingerie. They're kind of coming together, and people are thinking more about, how to make things wearable. And we're not wearing it for men anymore. We're wearing it because we genuinely enjoy it, which is really like the ultimate way to be seductive, is to really surround yourself with things of beauty that you genuinely enjoy. So I think lingerie is one of those things.
When did you realize you could build a brand out of yourself and out of what you were doing?
Um, I'm not sure. I mean, I've just always wanted to do good work and do my best and do something that I think is unique and different. And I'm just glad that other people believe in the same things that I do and believe in my vision. you know.
I love seeing your social media, and I know social media is a very big part of what you do.
Hmm.
Talk to me about being able to use social media to communicate not only with fans, but also communicate messages.
Yeah. I mean, it's for me. I loved when Twitter first started, and I got to put my voice to the image that people know me for, and it really changed a lot about how things are done. And I remember when I used to book my shows, I used to have to buy all this advertising and magazines, and now I can really take it into my own hands, and that line item, that budget item, can now go to, you know, other things instead of like ads in magazines and newspapers. So I really love that part of it, that I can actually communicate directly and advertise directly and sell the shows out that way.
Your real name is Heather Sweet. The person I'm sitting with, Dita Von Teese. How different are the two people?
I mean, not at all. I just really, I love that classic old Hollywood thing of the name change. Some of the greatest stars of the 1940s, 30s, 40s, and 50s all had fabricated names. So I loved that idea when I first chose the name Dita Von Teese in the 90s.
How does that happen? How does that name happen?
It's kind of a long story. I mean, I got my start working in strip clubs in the 90s and doing my burlesque shows, and they were little shows at first. So the shows got more and more elaborate. But when I posed for Playboy the first time, they made me choose a name, and so that's how it started. And actually, it was a typo. I picked a name that was Dita Von Teese. I found it in the phone book, and they printed it as Dita Von Teese, and so it was It was actually an accident. So it was kind of funny.
Your shows are a spectacle, and you're worldwide with it. Talk to me about the shows. What can people expect when they come to see you live?
Well, I have a full-length review called Strip Hooray, and it's the creme de la creme of the burlesque world, and it's a very diverse show. Of course, I do my performances, which I'm known for, like my martini glass act or my champagne glass act, and so I have, I'd usually do 4 big production numbers in the show, but I'm also have a cast of a very diverse cast. It's not just about pin-up style beauty. It's really about celebrating all the different forms of sensuality, and so there's a lot of different body shapes and different ethnicities and different kinds of people that are really changing the way burlesque was done. And I think the people that are really clever and really revolutionizing burlesque.
What have been 1 or 2 fan reactions that you've gotten recently over the years that have really blown your mind, where you feel like people get it, people get me?
I mean, it's really the women, because I have so many female fans, and when I see them embracing glamour the way that I have, and the way that I found my confidence that way, when I see them getting the same thing out of it that I originally got when I started, transforming myself and playing with the tools in the beauty box, I get inspired and happy that they're finding their confidence. So when I hear those stories, it means a lot to me.
Who are actresses that you look at today and you see those old world fashion ideals?
Well, it's hard because there's a lot of celebrities that have like a team of people that put them together.
Oh,
and
yes,
so
they do.
I really like other people that are self-styled and self-created. Diane Kruger is somebody that comes to mind that I know doesn't have a stylist and has her own, relationships with the designers, and we're kind of the same, a little bit do-it-yourself. We can do our own makeup and do our own hair, and we know what to wear. So I mean, there's people like that. I also like Tilda Swinton. I think she's really fascinating.
And she's
woman.
the best
Yeah.
in person.
She's amazing in person. She's like a beautiful Sphinx cat or alien. Like, she's so beautiful.
You have a book. You have a lingerie line. What's next?
What's next?
She's like, rule the world.
Well, I'm really focused on the lingerie and the book. Those have been really, important projects for me that I really believe in. So I spend a lot of time on designing the lingerie, because my first job was working in a lingerie store when I was 15 years old, and I did that through my 20s. So it's really great to come full circle, and that for me is like the most important thing.